We are hosting a Celica meet at the Great Mall. All makes and models are welcome. It's going to be hosted at the Great Mall parking structure at the top floor.
What you see right here is some ghetto engineering. So, inside of that drawer, there's some quasi-dirty coolant. It's got some dead flies in it and some shit.
Some shit Santi put there.
And Clayton made a ghetto filter by getting some of that super cheap Spartan Final napkin and put it inside of the funnel in the hopes that it actually filters out the fluid. It's a fairly solid thought since that's an okay quality paper towel.
Is it something that you would use in the bathroom if you didn't have any more toilet paper?
Me personally, no, I just take a shower.
So what's
But
that?
some people, yes, they would.
What's the Step Brothers where he like wipes his ass with a rug?
But it doesn't always have to be the way you're told.
Wipes your ass with the brown paper towels from Taco Bell. They're like, oh, they gave me just enough.
Ew.
So I can pull over on the side of the road and take care of business. Well, I'm taking care of business every day.
Is this guy on crack? Are you?
I'm super cringe right now. Anyways, today
Anyways, what Clayton's doing is
we're
less stupid than what Sebastian's about to do. He is using Toyota long life coolant well past its prime and putting it into a Celica.
Not like it's fun. What? Bro.
Now, Sebastian, on the other hand, is gonna put on a recalled big brake kit from Toyota onto his girlfriend's TC2.
So that is exactly what we're doing today.
And the keyword is recalled.
The
It doesn't matter that he got aftermarket lines on it.
the brake line.
Keyword is it's recalled and it's been deemed unsafe.
The recall clearly specifies that the brake lines are the issue, which is why I decided to buy new ones from StopTech that are not recalled. So,
All I did was state the facts and said nothing that was untrue.
okay, thank you for looking out. But we're gonna be installing the big brake kit.
Not me, not Santi.
I am gonna be installing the big brake kit. Obvious Clay over there.
I thought we were gonna go to Sonic's.
Later. I gotta do this first. This shouldn't take me too long. I hope.
4 hours later.
Anyways, wind is gonna butcher the audio quality, so I'm just gonna get to work. Just want to take off the wheel for 5 lug nuts, 21 millimeter, and it will expose everything. Set those aside. Actually, still pretty good. What the hell, man?
So those on eBay, dude, you're gonna get a fat profit off of those. TC2 owners would rave about that.
Yep. I'm sure that's what they're going on eBay for.
Oh boy, use brake pads.
Used brake pads.
Use brake pads.
So here's the brake lines, the proper ones that you need. And I'm gonna go ahead and swap that out real quick once I have the caliper mounted up. So I'm gonna do a voiceover because Clayton was making a lot of noise with the cordless ratchet. But anyways, you want to take off the 2 bolts that hold the caliper onto the bracket. I believe there were 12 millimeter bolts. I may be mistaken. There's Clayton trying to be cool, but he's not. And then we're gonna go ahead and remove the 2 14 millimeter bolts that hold the brake line and the ABS wire. So get those out of the way. Kind of a little tricky since they're kind of really close to each other. And then we're gonna take off the 10 millimeter bolt that holds the ABS bracket to the frame of the vehicle. Going ahead and taking that off right now as we speak. So the whole reason I'm taking this bracket off the frame of the vehicle is so I can slip the caliper through it. You'll see later on in the video, but kind of just want to make some space so that when I slip the caliper through it, I can easily take it off. But for now, I'm just going to set it over here on this side on top of the sway bar. And then we're going to go ahead and remove the caliper bracket itself. It's held on by two 17mm bolts, and out comes the whole assembly. Brake pads are actually still pretty good. Same with the rotors, even though they got about, I want to say roughly about 60 to 70,000 miles. And then we're going to go ahead and just take off the brake dust shield. Don't really need it because kind of in the way of the new rotor that's a lot bigger. So I just ended up bending it and cutting it, kind of ghetto. And then I throw on the rotor itself. They're oriented left and right, so make sure you put on the correct one. And then the bolts, you're going to get new hardware. As you can see, the ones for the new brackets are more coarse, I guess, thread rather than the finer thread pitch from the old brackets. And that's how we're going to go ahead and install our caliper to the knuckle. And here we are. Already went ahead and installed the caliper to the knuckle. Make sure you use some blue thread locker. Don't want to use the red one because the blue one will come off if you want to service it again. So I'm going to go ahead and use my 1/2 inch 17mm. And we're going to go ahead and take out this brake line. That's the one that's recalled. So I ended up buying some new StopTech brake lines, and they look very, very identical, most likely because they're made by the same company. But I don't think these are the recalled ones, the ones I ended up buying. But you can kind of see the OEM Toyota ones, TRD ones. Look how on the end it's kind of oxidized a bit. I don't know how or why, if that's the cause of why they're getting recalled, but the new one doesn't have that, obviously. So I'll make sure to monitor it as I go along, just so that my girlfriend doesn't crash or anything. But you can see .StopTech, and the other one said .TRD, TRD USA. So kind of lets you know which one's which. Probably one of the first things you should have checked is make sure that the brake line is able to come off with a 10mm flare wrench. And I went ahead and installed my new brake line to the knuckle assembly. There you see. And we're going to go ahead and install the brake pads. You need a Allen key right here to get this bracket off so that you can slide the brake pads in. Really, really easy to install these. So now that I got both sides installed, we got one side over here. Santi's on the wheel, he's going to be helping me out. Got the other side, so we're going to start to the one farthest from the reservoir. You're supposed to do it from the back, but I think I'm going to take this car to work and just use the machine. So we're just going to do this right now, this method. Obviously have some sort of hose so that you don't get it all over the caliper, and you're going to obviously ask him to pump, hold, release, etc. Plenty of videos of this on YouTube, so this isn't the video for that. And just like that, TRD big brake kit is installed on the Scion TC.
That are unsafe and have been recalled by Toyota.
The brake line.
No, the whole brake kit.
The brake line
Whole brake kit.
is faulty.
Whole brake
The
kit
calipers
is
are good.
Who?
faulty. So,
Who? Asked.
with the
Anyways,
big brake kit, did they just recall the lines or the whole kit?
high tempo wood, big
That's his
brake
question.
fluid. Who?
When they
Asked.
All right. We're gonna go road test it. Probably go get some milkshakes from Sonic and go from there. So, outro, Clay.
I shall see you guys in the next video.
Oh, hey, what do you got for sale?
So, right here, I just have it running in
used car
driving.
salesman.
Used car salesman.
Remember, magic words, as is, all sales final.
As is, all sales final, no refunds. So,
All right, walk us through before I end this
the
video.
So I know a lot of people have been hitting me up for this vehicle already. This is the manual GTS 2000. Timing chain cover's all redone. Manual transmission fluid, everything top to bottom. Oh, fuck.
Wow, you left the key in there.
Yeah, I left the key in there.
Tell us what you've done to it so far.
Look at that, new seats.
Yeah, fresh seats. I installed those. Thank you very much.
Emission photo shifter.
That gets hot on a summer day and burns your hand.
Exactly. I'm gonna resurface the rotors around the vehicle. This needs a little bit of work. I'm gonna get it freshly aligned, you know. Fresh AC, I'm gonna get it recharged, so don't even worry about that, guys. Celica GTS manual.
Most of the body is actually really straight.
Very straight. It just has some cringe cosmetics.
This is probably the only bad part in the body.
Bro, you could pop that out with like some super glue. And just,
Super glue like the videos on TikTok and
yeah.
Instagram.
Like the Dent Doctor.
And then this right here. But other than that, the whole car itself, the body-wise is straight.
Yeah, and the mechanically it runs the sound, new spark plugs, dude. It's beautiful. Doesn't leak any oil, so there you go.
We'll make another video in the sunlight, but for right now, I mean, if you guys are interested, just hit them up on Instagram. First come, first serve. No holding, no financing. Remember?
Shut up, dude. So the only detrimental things or the bad things I would say on this vehicle is the windshield. Yes, it is a little bit damaged.
Windshield is damaged.
But like I said, I could take some. We could probably work something out to get it replaced if you really want it. Other than that, like he said, the 2 dents, but oh well. I'm
Very
gonna
minimal.
get it smogged, so very minimal.
We'll get it
things.
smogged. We'll get it tagged. No back fees, right? Because you paid them all already.
Paid them all already. Yep. So yeah. Also, hit up Evan if you want to get a steering wheel badge. So we can cover this stock one over.
Oof.
Yeah.
Can't really see. It's already pretty
I'm hooking
dark.
this thing pretty good up, pretty good all the way around. So I'm gonna get it washed, up down the interior, you know, get it nice.
Yeah, this is your guys' preview. So if you guys really interested in this, hit them up now before it gets sold.
Yeah, 'cause that Auto GTS, I had it up on Marketplace for less than 10 hours and I sold it. So
That's actually really good.
yeah, that's a very, like, it literally sold, and I had multiple people messaging me like, hey, can you meet today? I want to buy the vehicle. And I was like, yeah. So some guy came to my house, paid me out in cash, and that was that. So
Yeah.
just imagine what this one's gonna sell.
This one's a manual if you guys are interested. Manual 2's easy. 6-speed.
So yeah, outro.
Celica meet.
Yeah, Celica meet.
I don't like his for the
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now,
Sundays.
9/4/2022, so September 4th, 2022. We're going to be bringing everyone out. We're bringing my Celica out. CBS might be bringing his 6th gen.
6th gen, not 7th. It's cringe.
Other than that, please come out. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, I'll make sure to put the map on the end of the video in the beginning.
Yeah, and the little poster and everything. So
Yep.
thank you. And then also, the TC2 is now matching me with TRD Big Brake
Wow,
kits.
TRD Big Brake Kits matching.
All right.
All right, guys.
See you
I'm gonna
guys
let you
in the
guys go.
Has a lot better